Well, I expected them to win at least one, but also at the same time was not expecting them to win any of these games. But they won one of their last 5 games. That's right. Hawks win 3-1 over the Philadelphia Flyers. In the only game in the NHL today. The only game scheduled for this day was the Hawks and the Flyers, and that was going to be on ABC and ESPN Plus, so people could watch if they wanted to, even though they gave me literally nothing. Not necessarily the best scheduling on the NHL's part, but hey, that's just how it is. And they were treated to a good first period. Yes, because Eric Gustafsson scored a goal that was not tipped in at all, his third of the season. And then Taves would respond a few minutes later, scoring number 12, which it may be the end of the year for Captain Sirius. Kevin Hayes would tack on a goal here for the Flyers. At the end of the first, it would be 2-1 Hawks, and the only scoring after that would be Alex DeBrincat putting home a one-timer on a pass from Kane in the third period to double the lead and make it 3-1. Yeah, the Hawks, they got the W here. They came close in Philadelphia, but couldn't get the W. They get the win here and split the season series with the Flyers. And Philadelphia is in an interesting spot because just 2 years ago in the bubble, they were the number 1 seed in the East after having a super hot finish to the year. They dominate the round robin play, get the number 1 seed in the conference, and then end up losing in 7 to the New York Islanders in one of 3 second-round series that went from 3-1 to a Game 7. And in every one of those series, the team that came back to force Game 7 lost. Flyers won twice in overtime to force Game 7. They lost Game 7. And last year, they could not make it to the postseason. And this year, everyone expected them to put up more of a fight. They haven't finished last in their division quite yet, but they're in last right now, and that seems like it could be the finishing placement for Philadelphia, which is kind of shocking, as the Flyers were, they're not supposed to be that bad. Two 10-game losing streaks, 2 separate 10-game losing streaks in the first half of the season will do that for you. So the team just was that they fell off in the first half of the year and kind of phoned it in after that. They traded Claude Giroux away, someone who's been a part of this franchise and a cornerstone of this franchise since their last Cup run in 2010. We're not going to talk about the rest of that because that can get into some serious topics that I don't think I need to really address here. But that was the final, Flyers and Hawks. But Giroux, he was their superstar. He was the leader of that group. And he's been the Jonathan Toews or Patrick Kane for the Flyers this past decade. And, he was traded to the Florida Panthers here, I believe at the trade deadline. And so Claude Giroux's got a shot to win the Cup with Florida, who's looking very good. They may win the President's Trophy, which, if you told me that the Florida Panthers would win the President's Trophy, ever, I would have thought you would be insane. The Claude Giroux is with the Panthers now, and that kind of signals the end of an era in Philadelphia as they try to move on and start anew. Hopefully maybe with the draft lottery, because they got a better position than us. One of the few teams that do. So who knows what happens in the draft lottery? Maybe Philadelphia does get a lottery pick. Maybe they don't. And maybe the 3 teams leapfrog them. They get bumped back to the 7 or the 8. And as for the Hawks, another game that, didn't mean anything. But you know what? They got the win this time. They won, and it wasn't like an overtime or a shootout. It's their first regulation win since the Anaheim game that I went to. It's been literally a month since the Hawks won in regulation. Oh my God. God. Hawks' next game and their last home game of the year is against Vegas. It's their only home game against Vegas this year. Vegas is going to be coming off the back after the back-to-back. They're fighting for a playoff spot. They need a playoff spot. They need a win against the Hawks. They play Dallas the day before. That is the team that they are racing for that spot with. If Vegas wins against Dallas, then they really, really have something to play for against Chicago. I'm pretty sure that we would please most of the hockey world if we beat Vegas. As much as the entire fan base of the NHL, of every team, hates us right now, I think one good thing that we could do for hockey fans is eliminate Vegas, because Vegas has become the team that everyone hates. Not for like a scandal or anything, just because they've been good since their inception and they just want them to suck now. And some other like ref related issues that I don't really think I need to go into. You kind of pick up on the thing. If we can beat Vegas, that would be a huge thing, because that, who knows, depending on how things go in Dallas, that could take Vegas out and it could push whoever's, and that would probably be Dallas. Because Vancouver's all but out now. Vegas is the only team that's out of the play on the outside looking in right now that has a legit shot. Hawks have just 2 more games this season. Just 2. And it's over. It's finally over. So that's it for me. I got nothing else. Thanks for tuning in for this one. If you liked it, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new and would like to see some more reactions. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? See ya.